Hare Krishna. So I'll start with the bhajan. Radhe Jai Jai Madhav Daite.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah. I'll share this screen just a minute. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe. Hari Nishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe. Hari Nishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. Vrishabhanudadhi Navashashilekhe. Lalita Sakhi Guna Ramita Vishakhe. Lalita Sakhi Guna Ramita Vishakhe. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite. Sanaka Sanatana Varnita Charite. Sanaka Sanatana Varnita Charite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Rani ki jai. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna to all the devotees. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Okay. It's 11:31. Okay, fine. So I'll do start Mangalacharan, and then after we can start the class. Om Agyantimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapada Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनीश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्ण कृष्ण श्रीमते जय बता स्वामी आचार्य कथन और कथन Hari Bol. So welcome you all to the session of Brahma Samhita, and today we are going to cover which shloka? Yeah, 42. So how we'll go up with like what will be the agenda of this class? It will be that first we'll recite, like 2-3 of you can recite Sri Brahma Samhita's this shloka, particular shloka. Then after we will read synonyms, we will read translation and purport, and then we'll go to the explanation. So just a minute. Yeah. So first I'll recite, and then after you can raise your hands and we'll go like that. Anand chinmaya rasatmataya manasu yah praninam pratiphalam smaratam upetya leela yutena bhuvanani jayatya jasram govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Shubha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavad Pranam Mataji. Ananda chinmaya rasatmataya mahansu
Rasatmataya
manasu yatranin pratipalam smaratam upetya leelayitena bhuvanani jayati ashram govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
This is Ismaratam Upetya, because in this, above this A, there is a line. So it will be a big Smaratam Upetya. Yeah, Lalita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Ananda chinmaya rasatmataya manasu yapraninam pratifalan smaratam upetya leelayitena bhuvanani jayatya jasram govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Thank you Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you Mataji. Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Ananda chinmaya rasatmataya manasu yah praninam pratipalam smaratam upetya leelayitena bhuvanani jayatya jasram govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Thank you Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you Mataji. Kirti Mataji, Sindhu Mataji, you also want to recite the shloka?
Yes, Mataji, can I?
Okay, yeah, go ahead, one by one, yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Ananda chinmaya rasatmataya manasu yah praninam pratiphalan smaratam upetya leelayitena bhuvanani jayatya jasram govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Yeah, Sindhu Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Ananda chinmaya rasatmataya manashu ya praninam pratipalan smaratam upetya leelayitena bhuvanani jayat ajashram Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Karpagavalli Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji Dandatna. Anandam Chinmaya Rasatma Rasatma Matsya Manasu Yat Prananim Pratipalam Smaranatma Upedya Leela Yatena Bhuvanani Jayati Ajashram Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Thank you, Mataji.
Very good. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So now we'll move to synonyms and then to translation and purport. So one can read synonyms, and because purport is also of 4 lines only, so one can read translation and then purport. Yeah, Kirti Mataji, Sindhu Mataji, Rohini Mataji, one by one. Starting with synonyms.
Synonyms: Ananda, blissful; Chitmaya, cognitive; Rasa, of rasa; Atmataya, due to being the entity; Manassu, in the minds; Ya, he who; Praninam, of living entities; Pratiphalan, being reflected; Smaratam upetya, recollecting; Leela yitena, by pastimes; Bhuvanani, the mundane world; Jayati, triumphantly dominates; Ajasram, ever; Govindam, Govinda, Adipurusham, the original person; Tam, him; Aham, I; Bhajami, worship. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Sindhu Mataji can read translation.
Yes, Mataji. Narrative translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, whose glory ever triumphantly dominates the mundane world by the activity of his own pastimes, being reflected in the mind of recollecting souls as the transcendental entity of ever blissful cognitive rasa.
Rohini Mataji, purport.
Pranam Mataji. Am I audible?
Haribol?
Hare Krishna Mataji, am I audible?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Purport by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj. Those who constantly recollect in accordance with spiritual instructions the name, figure, attributes, and pastimes of the form of Krishna appearing in the amorous rasa, whose loveliness vanquishes the god of mundane love, conqueror of all mundane hearts, are all alone meditators of Krishna. Krishna, who is full of pastimes, always manifests himself with his realm only in the pure receptive cognition of such persons. The pastimes of that manifested divine realm triumphantly dominates in every way all the majesty and beauty of the mundane world. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Okay. So, we'll first try to understand what Lord Brahma is saying in this shloka as per the translation, and then we'll go and discuss about or explain about the purport. So here Lord Brahma is saying that I worship Govinda. I worship Govinda, whose glory is dominating the mundane world. All the enjoyment, happiness, whatever we get in this mundane world, in this material world, actually, the glory of Krishna is actually dominating everything. It means glories of Krishna are so, relishing. And then he's saying how, but in which form it is dominating the mundane world. In the form of his pastimes, his leelas, what he has performed. So, the leelas of Krishna, we can come to know through this that leelas of all the pastimes of Krishna are so relishing that you cannot find anything more relishing in this world or any world. So then he's saying the next part of this shloka, that these pastimes being reflected in the mind of recollecting souls. So who are the recollecting souls? The recollecting souls are those souls who have understood the aim of the life and they have given or surrendered their life to Krishna. So they are only working or performing any task just to satisfy Krishna. And in this way, what happens? That these leelas reflect in their mind, and always they can, relish these leelas in their mind. And that is how Lord Brahma is explaining about the people who are the pure devotees. They are always with Krishna, irrespective of the place. So whether they are in this material world or in Golok Vrindavan or in any other world, they are always with Krishna through their mind. If not physically, then through their mind. Now coming to the purport. In the purport, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is writing one word that is appearing in the amorous rasa. What is this amorous rasa? This is actually, if you will see, I'll just stop sharing. So this is actually, if you will see, this amorous rasa is something which is related to Madhurya Leela. So here devotees are always, that's what we can understand, that now Lord Brahma Ji is trying to say that all such devotees who are pure devotees, who have given their life and soul to Krishna, they are, either depending upon their bhava, they are always related to Krishna with their mind. During, like even they are living in this material world, they are always thinking about Krishna. Always the leelas are going on in their mind. And that's how they are meditating on those leelas. So sometimes we hear that, people are going in trance. And for, I don't know whether you heard it or not, like for sometimes like 1 day, sometimes 2 days, they are in trance only. So they are actually, going inside those leelas and performing the dance or whichever leela is there according to their bhav, and then they are coming back. So that happens, and still you can find such, devotees, but we are not that fortunate that we'll find it so easily. So now this session is divided in 4 different questions. So because Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has mentioned about this Madhurya Leela, so we'll try to understand the concept of Madhurya Leela first of all. We cannot discuss about the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. That is not at least my level, right? So what we can do is, at least we can understand the concept to educate ourselves, correct? And then, so first part will be concept of Madhurya Rasa. Second part will be that why does Lord perform this Leela? What is the reason? Then why should, who should hear these Leelas? Who is the one who is eligible to hear these Leelas? And how and when we will achieve that level? So first, starting with the concept of Madhurya Rasa, here Brahmaji is talking about the pure devotees of the Lord, right? So yesterday also in CC session, we were discussing about the Uttamadhikari, Kanishtadhikari, Madhyamadhikari, Uttamadhikari, or Uttama Bhagavata, right? So these are such people, like here the definition is given by Brahmaji. So if someone will ask you, okay, who is the pure devotee of the Lord? So how will you answer this question? What will be your answer?
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Can say that if you don't have any, don't expect any fruitive results from this material world, and you give all the results only for Krishna and do all the activities of karma only for pleasing Krishna.
Yeah, only to please Krishna. That's right. Yeah, perfect, Mataji. Anyone else wants to try? Ajay, usually this is the strength. These many people are only coming.
Hare Krishna,
No,
Mataji.
Mataji, at least 19
Swami says, Anya Vilashita Shunyam Jnana Karma Janaputam. Bhaktiruttama. Tivrena bhaktina bhaktiruttama. That is the highest level.
So, Anyabhilashita Shunyam. Yeah. Okay, fine. Yes, Mataji. This can also be answer. Anyone else? Who's the pure devotee of the Lord? How will you define it?
Sorry, Mataji. 24/7 thinking of the Lord.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So all of you are right. Actually, yes. That there is no abhilasha, there is no other desire. Then they are only thinking to satisfy Krishna. And then 24/7, they are thinking about Krishna. So even Krishna is giving many such explanations or definitions in Bhagavad Gita, right? He has given in 12th chapter also that Maya Veshamanu Yemam Nitya Yukta Upasati. Shraddhaya Paryopetaha Te Me Yukta Tamamata. Right? So there are people, those people who are always, their mind are always fixed in my personal form. They are always worshipping me and they have full faith in me. Those people are the most perfect people, Krishna is saying. So this can be this can also be a definition of pure devotee, right? Okay. So now we will try to understand this this shloka word by word, like how Brahmaji is saying and what Brahmaji is saying and how we can, link one word with another. So first of all, the word comes is Ananda. Now, Ananda is what? Bliss. So I was hearing one lecture of His Grace Parmeshwar Prabhu, and he was saying that, and which is right, that you cannot find bliss in this material world. You cannot find bliss in this material world unless you are connected or you have understood your sambandha with Krishna. Otherwise, it is not possible. So you know that sambandha, and then you will start working towards it. That will be abhideya, and then you will one day you will achieve the goal, that is prayojana. So, but it is that you have to connect yourself to Krishna. Then only you will find bliss. So here, what Brahmaji is talking about, the same. Because those devotees are connected with Krishna, and that's how they are getting this ananda, this bliss. And then he's saying that Ananda Chinmaya Atmataya. This is one word which is coming jointly. So Atmataya. What is the meaning of Atmataya? That all the living entities should be connected with Lord. They should connected with Lord, Atmataya. But how they can be connected to Lord? So Brahmaji is saying the next word, Manahsu, through the mind. If they will connect themselves with Krishna through the mind, but okay, fine, through the mind, but by what? By smaratam upetya, remembering. And what remembrance? Leelayitena, that is pastimes of Krishna. So they should remember the pastimes of Krishna through the mind, and then they'll be connected with Lord always. And what type of pastimes? Leelayitena Bhuvanani Jayatya Jasram. Such leelas which are dominating all the pleasures of this material world. So this is the word by word meaning, just to understand this shloka in a better way. Now, so that's what people are always connected with Krishna through these leelas which are going on in their mind, and this way they are always blissful. So is it possible that we can remember Krishna always if we are, because right now we are in a, I don't know about, I can't say about everyone, but at least I am at a Kanishtadhikari place where I am still struggling to get a taste in chanting and get a taste in sevas, right? So is it possible that I can, by practicing alone, I can reach to the I can just, yeah. So is it possible that by practicing alone, I can reach to the level of Uttamadhikari or even Madhyamadhikari? Is it possible?
Alone, no Mataji, association is needed.
That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, definitely. So without association and this thing, we have to keep in our mind. And why? Because at one point of time, when I've entered into Krishna consciousness, I was thinking that no, why association is required? I can read Srimad Bhagavatam. I can hear the lectures, right? I can do my chanting, and that's it. But very soon I understood that is not it. Okay. So that's why association is very important. Otherwise, we'll not able to remember Krishna all the time. So that is what Lord Brahma is describing over here, how people are blissful even living in this material world. So now we will come to the actually we are going to understand this by the purports of Srila Prabhupada. So I will show you over here. So this one is the purport of Srila Prabhupada from Srimad Bhagavatam 2.4.20. So someone can read this? Anyone?
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Purport.
Krishna.
When the Lord manifested himself on this earth, he partially displayed the activities of his pleasure potency in his Rasa Leela, just to attract the conditioned souls who are, after all, the phantasmagoria pleasure potency in degraded sex enjoyment. Srimad Bhagavatam 2.4.20.
So when Lord manifested in his actual form, what happened is that Lord is performing these leelas in his abode, and those leelas are going on, right? Nitya leela, it is called Nitya leela. So it is not that Lord was searching for the space which will be the best space for to perform these leelas, and that is how he came and performed these leelas in this material world, right? So we should understand it, that it is happening because of the compassionate nature of Lord, because he knows very well that if devotees will surrender themselves to me, and even once if they will hear about these leelas in a pure mind, in a pure with a pure consciousness, then they will have no other attachment or attraction in this material world. Even Acharya say that. So, and then Lord is actually residing in our heart as Paramatma. So when he sees that, yes, our efforts are very much genuine and our desires are very true and very intense to get the association of the Lord, then what Lord will do? He will start reflecting those leelas or the pastimes or the bhava or the relation in our mind, right? So that's why we say that we cannot cheat. We can cheat everyone, but how will we cheat someone who is residing within us, who is knowing us more than we know about ourselves? So, and Lord also says that matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. So from Paramatma only remembrance comes. But only when we are proving ourselves the right candidates. Like even when we'll go for college admission, university admission, we have to give either the entrance exams or by merit we are getting selected. Even Indian administrative services or defense services or anywhere. So this one which Lord Brahmaji is talking about, or we are discussing, this is the top most level. So how come we think that we have just started chanting and even our chanting is not, the offense-free chanting, and then also we think that, oh, I'm chanting from so many days or so many years or so many months, but nothing is happening. So here we have to patiently do our, first of all, chanting. If possible, then try to do it in the morning hours where you can not be distracted and where you can, focus on the nama, and do the sevas, how much, whatever you are getting, do it. Because those levels are very high. that whatever I'll do for, Krishna, in Krishna's service or for Krishna's satisfaction. When it comes to the practical application, it is not that easy, not at all easy. So for this, what we want? For this, we want mercy of our senior Vaishnavas, our Guru, and then later we also require mercy of Mahaprabhu, Nityanand Prabhu, then Krishna, Radharani, Krishna, everyone. So, but yeah, definitely we can also do, but slowly we can go ahead in this bhakti path. So now we will again go and see another one. Yeah. Can you see, Mataji's?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Someone can read this. Not the shloka. I just want you to read the translation in purport.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Taking these pure devotees with me, I shall descend and sport in various wonderful ways unknown even in Vaikuntha. I shall broadcast such pastimes by which even I am amazed. CCRD 4.2728. Purport. There are innumerable Vaikuntha planets in the spiritual sky, and in all of them the Lord accepts the service rendered by his eternal devotees in a reverential mood. Therefore, Lord Sri Krishna presents his most confidential pastimes as he enjoys them in his transcendental realm. Such pastimes are so attractive that they attract even the Lord, and thus he relishes them in the form of Lord Chaitanya. Thank you, Mataji.
Haribol. Yeah, so this is what is written in even Chaitanya Chaitamrita Adi Vida. So these pastimes are so much attractive that even once Mahavishnu also got attracted. And you remember that, I don't know whether you have heard or not, there is one Leela which is coming in 10th canto, I think last chapters, second last or third last chapter, where Mahavishnu, the 10 sons of Brahmana died. And Arjuna, and each time when Brahmana's sons were dying, he was coming and blaming for that to Ugrasena. So, and finally, when 10th son died and he came, that time Arjuna was there in the assembly, he heard and he claimed that I will get your all 10 sons back. And if I'll not able to do so, I'll finish my life, I'll end my life. So, but he couldn't, Arjuna couldn't. And when he was about to end his life, Krishna came, and then Krishna and Arjuna both went, and they reached to Mahavishnu's place. And there Mahavishnu said that, I wanted to see you, see both of you, and that is why I have taken all those souls with me. So this is the story. And so even Mahavishnu got attracted to such pastimes, and which Krishna was doing, Krishna and Arjuna they were doing. So therefore, Lord Krishna, he presents all his most confidential, even most confidential pastimes also, which he is doing in his abode in this material world for our benefit. And even the Madhurya Rasa, that is the most confidential pastime, even the Madhurya Rasa pastimes. But some people who are, untrained people, or they are thinking that the attraction of gopis towards Krishna or Krishna towards gopis, it is material attraction, mundane attraction. But that is not mundane attraction. That is very, that is the purest form of love. And also in that arrangement, Yogamaya is also helping Krishna and all the devotees. How we will see that in next this shloka. Yeah, Shobha Mataji.
Hare Krishna. मोविषयकोऽपि घनेर उपापदि भवे योगमाया खरीदेका आपना prabhave. The influence of Yogamaya will inspire the gopis with the sentiment that I am their paramour. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 4.29. Yogamaya is the name of the internal potency that makes the Lord forget himself and become an object of love for his pure devotees in different transcendental mellows. The Yogamaya potency creates a spiritual sentiment in the minds of the dancers of Raja by which they think of Lord Krishna as their paramour. The sentiment, the sentiment is never to be compared to mundane illicit sexual love. It has nothing to do with sexual psychology, although the pure love of such devotees seem to be sexual. One should know for certain that nothing can exist in this cosmic manifestation that has no real counterpart in the spiritual field. All material manifestations are emanations of the transcendence. The erotic principle of amorous love reflected in minds in mixed material value or perverted reflection of the reality of spirit. But one cannot understand the reality unless one is sufficiently educated in the spiritual science. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji, Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Yeah. So here, actually in this shloka, Prabhupada is making a point that Yogamaya is working as per Krishna's wish. So sometimes, people may confuse that, how Yogamaya, it means, Yogamaya is controlling Krishna, because it is written in the purport that Yogamaya is the name of the internal potency and that makes Lord forget himself, right? So maybe people can be confused after reading this, but actually it is not controlling Lord. It is actually working in such a way where it is creating a plot and facilitating all the devotees with Krishna so that they can relish the Leelas more and they can perform their part at best. That's what Yogamaya does. So she creates a situation where people are ready to even forget everything, whatever their position is or whatever. They are breaking all the principles and simply to love Krishna, nothing else, nothing to satisfy themselves, because that is, we are talking about the spiritual world. So nothing to satisfy about themselves, but to satisfy Krishna. They are ready to even break principles also. So they forget the supremacy of the Lord. They forget that how they should behave. They forget that what should they do just to please Krishna. And that is why they are, they are even forgetting that, who is Lord. Krishna is Lord. Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that is the work which Yogamaya does. So even if you will go and see, Krishna is also instructing that. How? Krishna is saying, no, Sarva Dharman Parityajya, Maam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. So that's what devotees are doing. Maam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. They are just going under the shelter of Krishna. They are going to him only. Now, when it comes to Vaikuntha Loka, there is little difference between Vaikuntha Loka and the Golok Vrindavan. Both are spiritual worlds, but in Vaikuntha Loka, the law of reverence is working. And what is the law of reverence? That devotees are in a mood of appreciating the fame of Lord, appreciating the beauty of Lord, appreciating the opulence of the Lord, and also very respectful towards Lord. But in Golok Vrindavan, what happens? That the moment they will be in a mood where they are thinking, oh, Krishna is Supreme Personality. Oh, Krishna has, lifted Govardhan Hill. He is Supreme Personality of God. The moment this Supreme Personality concept will come, Yogamaya will cover it. So that is Yogamaya's work. And why Yogamaya does that? Because devotees will never able to show the highest form of love if Yogamaya will not cover their thoughts, or Yogamaya will not interrupt, or Yogamaya will not work, right? So this is the reason Yogamaya, the energy of Krishna is working. So it it happens that people may say that through Yogamaya energy, gopis and devotees love Krishna so much. But this is not about love. This is not about love. They have this love for Krishna. That is why they are there in Golok Vrindavan. It is about creating situations where devotees can show their love with no boundaries. This is Yogamaya's work. Not that something is happening where, anyone and everywhere can reach and then Yogamaya will start, injecting, love for Krishna. No. So there are many such concepts, but at least one by one, we should start understanding these concepts. And what will happen? See, Krishna is who? Krishna is Atmaram. He can get pleasure through whatever is there, like within himself, he can get pleasure. He doesn't want anything from outside, right? So Krishna is Atmaram. But this very Krishna is thinking that I'm very hungry. I'm really hungry. And I want to, drink milk. And that's how he comes and sits on Yashoda Maya's lap, and Yashoda Maya, he sucks Yashoda Maya's breast, right? So even if, Lord will just do that, maybe that, emotion of hunger will not be, if it will not be felt by Krishna, maybe Yashoda Maya will think, okay, Krishna is hungry, Krishna is, drinking my milk. But because that hunger comes in Krishna, and that's how he is, sucking the breast of Mother Yashoda, and Mother Yashoda also thinking, oh, look, he was really hungry. So this way, the reciprocation happens. And this way, they both are, means Krishna in his part and devotees in their part are, doing the leelas in a most wonderful ways. But what happens is, when it comes to mundane world, our world, material world, we cannot because we are in this material world. Till now, we are only understanding the concept, or we have maybe, heard about these concepts. But yet we are in this material world. So how will we able to think or perceive those emotions? So what happens is, because we know that between, girl or boy, or between one person or other person, there is a, always a relation where there is a selfish motive. Somewhere, whatever it is, but selfish motive is there. And that's how we are thinking, oh, there is some selfish motive. But there is no other motive than to please Krishna. I know it's very, very difficult to understand. Maybe right now we are thinking, yeah, it's fine, it's okay. But it's really difficult to understand when it comes to, we are reading those leelas, or we are hearing those leelas. So that's why it is always advisable not to hear or not to even read. Even when you are reading and, such topics are coming about the Madhurya Leela Rasa, we should just skip the pages unless or until we are not, means our guru is not suggesting us to go ahead. So this is what, and Krishna is the master of everyone. Is it not? Krishna is the master of everyone. Huh? So even he is master of gopis also. Now gopis want to be engaged with Krishna. Okay. So Krishna, so what happens is that Krishna is only helping them to show their bhav with full, with full energy, with full, means in full, he just wants to help them that they can show their bhav. That's it. And yeah, so we will go to the next purport. Not purport, it's simply, I'm just going to read it. That the desire to gratify one's own senses is kam, lust. But the desire to please the senses of Lord Krishna is prema, love. So this is there in Adi Leela 4.165 Chaitanya Charitamrita. So when someone is desiring their own when gratifying their own senses, that is kama, lust. But when someone is pleasing or gratifying the senses of Krishna, then it is prema, that is love. So this is what. So now it's so even here we can give the example of so that's what is happening now. Krishna and gopis, Krishna and Mother Yashoda, or such people with in the bhav of Vatsalya Rasa, or in the bhav of Sakhya Rasa, in the bhav of Dasya Rasa, they are all they just want one thing, that we can give pleasure to Krishna, satisfy Krishna, and that's it. But to understand these, glories of these rasas, or the glories of especially Madhurya Rasa, we should have, guidance of our Guru, or some, very senior people or senior disciples of our Guru, whom Guru has, initiated for that. The example over here is of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. When Raghunath Das Goswami, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami came to Puri to be with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he stayed back. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had given him in the hands of, in the expert hands of Srila Swarup Damodar Goswami. So Srila Swarup Damodar Goswami was, anyways, he was expert, he was Sakhi of Radharani. So we all know that Srila Swarup Damodar Goswami was very expert person and a very, perfect person. So what happened when Srila Raghunath Das Goswami went to Vrindavan, and there he started, he was residing in Radha Kund. So all the time, that's what I've heard in Rin Prabhu's lecture, that he was all the time, he was busy in in chanting Radharani's name, Krishna's name, Radhe, Radhe, Ha, Radhe, Ha, Radhe. So Prabhu was saying that 22.5 hours he was, saying the mantra or reciting Radharani's name on Krishna's name, and only 1.5 hour, which he was sleeping, he was in sleep also, he was seeing Radha and Krishna. So he was definitely, because those 6 Goswamis were the Manjaris. So yes, but they have also given us or showed us that how we should, go when it comes to different leelas of the Lord, and especially the Madhurya Leela of the Lord, that we should always be under the perfect guidance of a Guru, or perfect guidance of a very senior Vaishnava, and then maybe we will also develop those bhavas. So this is what, and yeah, and there is a one nice thing, that all the other sadhus who were living in Radha Kund or nearby Radha Kund, they were seeing that, oh, all the time this person is Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is, crying, and he's saying that Ha Radhe, and he's crying. So they were saying, oh Radharani, please listen to us. Whether you give darshan to me or us, not, you will give us or not, it's okay, it's fine. But at least give darshan to this person, how much he's crying. So even all the other sadhus were also praying for Raghunath Das Goswami. He was in that mood. He was in that bhav. So this is how Raghunath Das Goswami is, showing us the example. Now we will come to the part which is the second part, that who should hear these leelas. So there are many devotees, right? So who is the devotee? Actually, again, yesterday we were discussing that. I think Padma Mataji asked me that whether who's the pure devotee. So we can say, like, Kanishta Adhikari are the, practicing devotees. Then Madhyama Adhikari are the devotees, because they develop the taste of chanting, and the Uttama Bhagavata or Uttama Adhikari, they are the pure devotees. So only the pure devotees are entitled, right? Now, when it comes to the grihasthas, what happens is that grihasthas means they are generally not allowed to read about, or not all very senior grahasthas can maybe, but I'm talking about the people who have joined just now, or maybe just 10, 15 years. I don't know, means years are not the criteria definitely. So that depends upon the guru. So because he understands what is the level of a disciple. So then, but the people who are the grahasthas, they are generally not allowed if they are not very, seniors. And when it comes to sannyasi, they are allowed to read and discuss about these leaders. Now you people will say, oh, those people have renounced their life, their relations, their wives, their everything. So isn't it contradictory? No. Why? Because they are in sannyas ashram, their senses are under control. And when they are reading amongst themselves, amongst the group of sannyasis or some senior person, they understand it in a right way. So there is no fear of fall down because they will understand or it in a wrong way. So there is no such fear, and that's why they are allowed to. So this way we can say that, depends upon your guru, and when guru will allow, then only we can enter, or we can read even and discuss and hear about these pastimes, especially Madhurya Lila pastimes. So coming back to the next, coming to next question, which was, there is one, okay, that I will show you later. Okay, so why does Lord perform these leelas? So the answer is that first answer will be, why does Lord perform these leelas?
To protect the
Yeah, Mataji. Try, no problem. Try it.
to restore the religious principles and to protect the devotees.
Okay. Okay.
Protect the devotees.
Could it be to set example, Mataji? Like in Ramayana, Lord Rama set some example through his leelas. Could it be that, Mataji?
Okay, yeah, Mataji, with some leelas, yes. But I'm specifically asking about the Madhurya Leela. Because you, yeah, Mataji.
Mataji, in Madhurya Leela, all aspects of the other rasas, like in Dasya, reverence is there, like in Vatsalya, intimacy is there, Sakya, intimacy is there. So in Madhurya Leela, the intimacy is the maximum, Mataji. So and other aspects are also there, Mataji. So that is
good answer. Nice answer, Mataji. Anyone else would like to try? Simply because Acharya says that I'm just repeating it, that once people will, in a pure with a pure consciousness, if they will read here, but with pure consciousness, so they will never be attracted to any, mundane sex life of this material world. They will be then fully attracted towards Krishna and Radharani and towards gopis and towards whichever bhava they are into. So the most important point is that to claiming back all the conditioned souls. So because through these leelas, if you will not even talk about Madhurya Leela, if we are talking about Vatsalya Leela, Sakya Leela, Dasya Leela, what happens is that people are, after reading those leelas, people are getting more closer towards Krishna. But before that, as Prabhupada said, when we are reading Bhagavatam, we have to read all the 9 cantos. Then only we will come to the consciousness where we will understand that who is this person who is performing such simple leelas like how the next door boy will perform, or how the actual village boy perform. So we should at least come to that level, and then only we can start reading about Krishna and Krishna's life, Krishna's leelas. So this is first this is always be there. So it's not that we are talking about it and we'll jump to 10th canto. But yes, when we come to 10th canto in a sequential manner, this happens that when we are reading, we are hearing those leelas from some sadhus, mahatmas, sannyasis, or maybe prabhus, brahmacharis. We are very much getting attracted towards Krishna, towards Radharani, towards other devotees. So this is the reason. Means Krishna knows that this is the way to claim back all the conditioned souls, because this way they will develop faith and develop love for me. And that is what is required. Though it is very, very difficult. It's not that just by saying it will happen. We all know that. So yeah. So this is the reason. First reason is that. Second reason is even Krishna himself relishes all these leelas. So he performed these leelas. Because Krishna always loving to reciprocate the love of devotee. So he also relishes. Right? So these are the two reasons why Krishna is performing these leelas, even in this world. Now I will show you one morning walk talk with just a minute, with Krishna and with Srila Prabhupada and one devotee who is Rameshwara. Okay, so Acha, okay, Rohini Mataji, I'll give this answer. First, we will complete it. I'm just going to complete it. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, someone can read. Someone would like to read this.
Morning,
Yes,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna Mataji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Sindhu Mataji, you can read now.
Yeah, sure. Morning walk, June 7, 1976, Los Angeles. Rameshwara. If I follow the regulative principles and go on hearing about Rasa Leela, then I will be purified. Srila Prabhupada, you say that, but the Shastra does not say. Shastra says that after you have studied all the 9 cantos of Bhagavatam and then enter into the 10th, Sahajiya means they take very easily. Everything is all right. Now I'm perfect. That is Sahajiya. Krishna says to understand me, it will take millions of years. And they understand Krishna immediately. That is called Prakritiya Sahajiya. Rameshwara, Krishna's incarnation to attract the living entities to Krishna. So let me read about Rasa Leela, because I'm feeling some attraction. Srila Prabhupada, then why not Kurukshetra Leela? What Kurukshetra Leela? Krishna's Leela is same, absolute. You are attracted to Rasa Leela means that you have got sex desire. That's all.
Haribol.
Hare
So
Krishna.
that's what Prabhupada is saying. That's all. You have sex desires. That's why right now you want to jump into that. And this is what Srila Prabhupada is giving examples of Sahajiyas. Those who are thinking that they are the perfect devotees. Yes, I understand Krishna, but understanding Krishna is when it is taking a normal person, why it is instructed to us like that you have to read first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9 cantos. And those cantos have so many shlokas, and then to understand all that, then only you will reach 10th canto. So because acharyas, they know that what is the condition of a human being. However, and how much we are performing, sevas and whatever, but this is the instruction of the acharyas which we have to follow blindly. So, and if someone is saying like that, so Prabhupada is giving such a nice example, means such a nice answer, where he's saying, then why not Kurukshetra Leela? Why not Bhagavad Gita? Read Bhagavad Gita. First, understand Bhagavad Gita. Then you will come to the platform where you can understand those leelas. So that is how Prabhupada was always, giving perfect answers. And that's what he was doing a practice between him and his disciples, that he was actually welcoming them, that whatever they wanted to ask. And sometimes he was saying that, okay, ask this question. Now see how I am answering. And that is why all these devotees of Srila Prabhupada, they are, so fixed, so, perfect devotees and perfect disciples of Srila Prabhupada. So this is what Prabhupada does. Prabhupada did. And now the last question, how and when we will achieve this benediction and we will achieve this level where we can discuss. So the answer is, which I've given earlier, that it depends upon our guru. Whenever we will get such instruction, then only we will start. Otherwise, still, if my mind is little bit even flickering, even if I am, while reading Krishna book, that, chapter comes where the Leelas are there. So if you think that, no, this is not the right time, please flip the pages and go to the next chapter. This always we can do. So we should be very honest in this way, so that we can not do any kind of even manasa also, no aparadh, because even one aparadh can make us fall down. So this is it. Hare Krishna. Now I'll just first come to Rohini Mataji's question and then I'll take other questions also. So Rohini Mataji's question is, what is the difference in the bhava in Vaikuntha or Goloka? Both have reverence to Lord, isn't it? Is that in Vaikuntha, one only has reverence and no other bhav? Mataji, bhav is there, but mostly in Vaikuntha Loka, the bhav is of dasya, shanta, and little bit of sakhya also, but partially, not fully. So this is the reason there is a difference between Goloka Vrindavan and Vaikuntha Loka. So in Vaikuntha Loka, because what we see is, Vishnu Bhagwan, Narayan with Lakshmi Devi. So no devotee can just go and just, pat on the back and will say that, how are you, or where are you coming from, why you got late. But when it comes to Golok Vrindavan, that was happening. When Krishna was coming, yeah, I know why you are coming late, because you didn't want to become a den, and that's why you are doing all this. So there is no formality. Simple, in very simple words, there is no formality at all. Bhav is there, prema is there, love is there. But in that love, this supremacy part will be eradicated. Means it will be nil in case of Golok Vrindavan. No supremacy of Krishna, means they cannot even think that, Krishna, and if they are thinking that Krishna is supreme or not even supreme, okay, Krishna is very powerful, he has done that. He has killed Akasura. He was such a big, reptile. But no such bhav, because the moment they start thinking about it, Yogamaya, by the wish of Krishna, will start working and cover those thoughts. And then again, they will say, leave it. Krishna, my friend, or my child, or my lover. So this is what. Yeah, Rohini Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yeah. Any other question or comment?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. So
Hare
yoga is helping those pure devotees in Goloka Vrindavana, Mataji. So how we can develop, Mataji, without her help, Mataji?
Mataji, we do not have to pray to Yogamaya, because it's just simple that if that's what I'm saying. Always our steps will start with Guru. Even going to Krishna also, our step will start with Guru. So what should we do at this stage of our devotional life, which we are practicing? That follow the instructions of Guru. As simple as that. Follow and try to make your Guru happy by your deeds, by your preaching, or by whatever, how means whatever the instruction of the Guru. So by doing that, Mataji, if we will have a very genuine desire to please my Guru, we will definitely please Krishna. We will definitely please Nityanand Prabhu and Mahaprabhu. So see, this is so simple now, right?
Yes,
we do
Mataji.
not have to go
Beautiful
here,
answer.
there. We do not
Yes.
have to, satisfy so many people. It is simply that we'll start with our Guru, and then by the mercy of Guru and by the mercy of all the senior Vaishnavas, we will go up and up and up, high up, where we will reach to Golok Vrindavan and will be the subject of, Yogamaya. Means Yogamaya can cover our thoughts of supremacy of Krishna also.
Yes, Mataji.
That is
Thank
what
you
I can
so
answer.
much, Mataji. It's really so beautiful and simple, Mataji.
Hari
And-
Bol, Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Gurudev, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. So here we will end the session. Can we? Okay. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anant Koti Vaishnav ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Okay, Hare Krishna devotees, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Thank
Hare
you very much. Dandot Pranam.
Pranams Mataji.